Welcome back to Miss K Glamour. Today we're taking a closer look at how Italian women wear jewelry and why their approach feels so effortless, confident, and timeless. In Italy, jewelry is not treated as something that waits for permission. It is not saved for evenings, celebrations, or special moments. It is part of everyday life. It's worn in the morning with simple clothing, carried through the afternoon, and still there in the evening without needing to be changed. This everyday relationship with jewelry is what gives Italian style its ease. Pieces are chosen to be lived in, not showcased. They carry history, habit, and personal meaning. A chain worn daily. Earrings that feel familiar. Rings that stay on through work, errands, and conversation. When you walk through Italian streets, you notice that jewelry doesn't feel styled for effect. It feels integrated. Women wear the same pieces again and again, not because they lack options, but because they trust their choices. There is also a sense of continuity. Jewelry often reflects family, memory, and personal milestones. Pieces are kept, cared for, and worn over time. Nothing feels rushed. Nothing feels temporary. This is what makes Italian jewelry style feel so grounded. It isn't about trends or coordination. It's about comfort, confidence, and presence. To understand how Italian women wear jewelry, you have to look beyond fashion and into lifestyle. Jewelry is not an accessory. It is a companion. Jewelry as identity, not decoration. For Italian women, jewelry isn't about finishing an outfit. It's about expressing identity. Pieces are chosen because they feel personal, because they belong. Jewelry is worn until it becomes familiar, almost inseparable from the woman herself. It's not rotated constantly or replaced seasonally. It's trusted. This trust changes how jewelry is perceived. A necklace worn every day stops being an accessory and starts becoming a signature. Earrings seen repeatedly feel intentional rather than styled. Rings that never leave the hand become part of how a woman is recognized. Italian women don't chase novelty when it comes to jewelry. They return to what works. They repeat pieces because repetition builds confidence. The more something is worn, the more it settles into the wearer's identity. You'll notice this in how relaxed Italian women are about their jewelry. They aren't adjusting it constantly. They aren't questioning whether it works. It already does. That certainty frees up energy and attention. This approach also removes pressure. Jewelry doesn't have to perform or impress. It doesn't have to tell a story to anyone else. Its meaning is internal. Because jewelry is tied to identity rather than decoration, it becomes timeless almost by default. It doesn't need to keep up. It already belongs. This is the foundation of Italian jewelry style. Not trend awareness, not excess, but a steady relationship with pieces that feel true over time. Italian women wear jewelry every day. Talk about daily wear. Gold chains with casual tops. Earrings at the market. Rings while running errands. Jewelry isn't saved for evenings. It's woven into ordinary life. Because jewelry is worn daily, Italian women tend to be very selective about the pieces they choose. Gold is the foundation. Explain the cultural preference for gold, especially warm yellow gold. Gold is seen as classic, strong, and timeless. It complements Italian skin tones and works across generations. Discuss how gold is worn casually, not ceremonially. But even with gold as the foundation, Italian women are very intentional about quantity. You're watching Miss K Glamour. If this perspective on style resonates, Subscribe and join me for more quiet, timeless inspiration. More than one piece, but never random. Italian women often wear more than one piece of jewelry at a time, but it never feels accidental. There is no sense of piling things on for effect. Instead, the pieces feel collected, familiar, and intentional. You might notice layered chains resting close to the collarbone, each one slightly different yet clearly related. Rings worn on several fingers, but all in similar tones or shapes. Earrings paired with a necklace, yet nothing competes for attention. Everything feels calm. The reason this works is balance. Italian women are not mixing jewelry to create interest. They are mixing pieces that already belong together because they have been worn together before. These combinations are repeated over time until they feel settled. What looks effortless is actually familiarity. There is also restraint in scale. When more than one piece is worn, each one knows its place. If the earrings are stronger, the necklace stays simple. If the chains are layered, the rings are minimal. The overall effect is composed, not crowded. This approach comes from living with jewelry, not styling it. When pieces are worn often, a woman learns instinctively which ones work together. She stops experimenting publicly and starts relying on combinations that already feel right. You see this in everyday settings. A woman at the market wearing several gold pieces that look like they've been part of her life for years. Nothing looks new. Nothing looks precious. Everything looks natural. What stands out most is that the jewelry doesn't feel planned. It feels personal. Italian women trust their eye. They don't second-guess whether something is too much or too little. They know when the balance feels right, and they stop there. This is why wearing multiple pieces never feels overwhelming. The intention isn't decoration. It's continuity. And that continuity is exactly what keeps Italian jewelry style from ever feeling random. Trends are secondary to personal style. Italian women are not unaware of trends. They see them. They understand them. But trends are never the starting point. Jewelry choices are filtered through personal style first. If a new shape or detail feels aligned, it may be added slowly. If it does not, it is ignored without hesitation. There is no urgency to keep up because relevance is not something they are trying to prove. This creates remarkable consistency over time. Jewelry collections do not shift dramatically from year to year. Pieces remain, not because they are outdated, but because they were never chosen for a moment in the first place. You'll often notice that Italian women wear the same jewelry across different phases of life. The chain stays. The rings remain. Earrings appear again and again. New pieces do not replace the old ones. They simply join them if they belong. This steady approach gives jewelry a sense of permanence. Nothing feels trend-driven. Nothing looks tied to a specific season. The result is a look that feels grounded rather than current, and grounded always reads as confident. There is also an ease that comes with this mindset. When trends are secondary, there is no pressure to constantly update. Jewelry decisions feel settled. The woman moves through the world without questioning whether she looks modern enough or relevant enough. That assurance shows. Because jewelry is not being used to signal fashion awareness, it becomes more personal. It reflects taste rather than timing. It reflects discernment rather than consumption. This is why Italian jewelry often looks inherited, even when it is not. It carries the calm of something chosen slowly and worn with intention. And that calm is what allows Italian style to feel timeless, no matter what year it is. Jewelry that looks lived in, not perfect. Explain the beauty of worn gold, softened finishes, and pieces that show time. Italian women don't fear scratches or patina. Jewelry is meant to be worn, not protected. This relaxed relationship with jewelry also affects how they mix pieces. What we can learn from Italian women. What Italian women show us is that jewelry isn't meant to decorate a moment. It's meant to belong to a life. Pieces are chosen for how they feel, how they wear, and how they return day after day without needing to be reconsidered. Jewelry becomes identity rather than ornament, familiarity rather than display. Repetition matters more than novelty. Confidence matters more than perfection. The same chain worn daily carries more presence than something saved for later. Earrings that feel lived in say more than pieces worn once and forgotten. Nothing is waiting for the right occasion, because the right occasion is simply being present. Italian women don't save their jewelry. They wear it. They trust it. They let it move with them through ordinary days and meaningful moments alike. That trust creates ease, and that ease is what reads as elegance. This is Miss K Glamour, where elegance is a standard, not a performance. If this way of dressing resonates with you, subscribe, like this video, and join me here for more timeless inspiration.